It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another edition of the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today on what is an impromptu edition of the Daily Doug. I wasn't planning on doing a song today, but it's kind of a cold and rainy Saturday on Memorial Day weekend here on the East Coast, and I was just sort of looking through some of the many suggestions that some folks have asked for reactions for and for me to include on the channel. And all of this week, we've done bands that have either never been on the channel before or had only had like one piece on the channel previously. And so I was looking through some of the reactions or the suggestions, I should say. And I came across this one, and I'm not familiar with the song. This is March of the Black Queen by the band Queen. So again, my naivete is fully at work on this channel. When I think of Queen, I think of Queen from the 1980s, Live Aid, and even like, Bohemian Rhapsody was from the 70s, I know, but like I think of the band as being in their big time heyday in the 80s. And I really didn't know that they were releasing music as early as 1973 and 1974. I really didn't dawn on me that they were releasing music at that time, but they were. This song, March of the Black Queen, is from the album Queen 2, and it was released in March of 1974. And several people have requested this song, and I was looking through and doing some read-in about it here before we listen to it. And in a 1974 interview, Freddie Mercury said that he had been working on the song for a long time, even before Queen was a band. So this is one of Freddie's that he had been working on for quite a long time. It's interesting. This album, Queen 2, has a white side and a black side. And the white side is mostly music by Brian May and Taylor, I think, has a song on that side. The black side is mostly, if not entirely, Freddie's music. And the write-up that I looked at said that the white side of the album was white and black instead of side A and side B. Okay, it wasn't like racial or anything like that. And the white side, the band's dressed in white, and the black side, the band's dressed in black. But it said that the white side was more emotional and sort of based in the observable world, whereas the black side was more based in fantasy or the world of make-believe. And, I think a rainy Saturday is a really good time to dive into the fantastical world of Freddie Mercury, right? So let's take a listen to this song here. This is March of the Black Queen. I have pulled the official lyric video from Queen's YouTube page, and let's take a peek at it. Y'all ready? Here we go. The March of the Black Queen, written by Freddie Mercury. There he is. Freddie, you are one of a kind. So, extended dominant over B, E minor over B, to a B major chord, goes to E minor. Major G, up to A minor. Wow. Cool. Big harmonies. Wow. Sounds like Freddie, doesn't it? Boy, how unique are they?
Never seen nothing like it, no, never in your life. Like going up to heaven and then coming back alive. Let me tell you all about it. So allow it. Give me a little time to choose. What a baby singing in a little delight. We'll animal kiss, rain in the dead of night. Here comes the Black Queen, walking in the fire.
Descending, chromatically descending bass lines, I think from A minor. But they're all over the place. Harmonically. Let's do it in the next solo. Putting in the cellar with the naughty boys, yeah. Everything and then until we've only begun. Make this, make that, keep making all that noise. Never get a belly full. You can be my sugar baby, you can be my honey child. Another descending progression. I think they were starting on C that time. I'm going to stop trying to follow this. It just looks... Unbelievable tempo changes, interesting key areas. The vocals that pop in are not only from Freddie, but the whole band. There's no other band that sounds like Queen. Some tubular bells. Do and F, I think. Can't sing that high. From behind me reminds me that at your wings you are an angel. Aww. Remember to deliver with the speed of light. I gotta go back to this section. Where did this section start? This is cool. All of this stuff, we're coming out of the solo. Yeah, a voice from behind me. And then it just sort of goes soft in this new section. Big time stuff, right? A voice from behind me reminds me, spread out your wings, you're an angel. Remember to deliver with the speed. F down to E, down to D. Then like a little tonicization of 6, which is D minor in that key. 5 chord on C, minor chord on C. Wow. Everything you do bears a will and a why and a wherefore. A little bit of love and joy. But below each and every soul lies a man very soon. It does sound like Bohemian Rhapsody, or like the beginnings of what could become, the scaffolding of this major piece that they'll later do. All the tape overdubs, you're getting it in different years. It's really quite amazing. We're back in A minor. Back up in A. The march to the back to I'll be a bad boy. Do it, Freddie. Wow. Up a step. Back down where we were. There's that chromatic singing bass line again. I really like that. That's cool. Nice road to the black. Every way the wind blows. No, wrong song. Yeah. No. Does bear striking similarity, doesn't it? to the, at least from in my mind, the more well-known version of that. Is that not the end of the song? Can't be the end. Where'd it go? Oh, I did read that this goes directly into the next song on the album. We can't let that go. I know. Funny How Love Is the next song on the album. It resolves to see. Thank you. Wow, that's high. Funny how love is anywhere you're bound to be. Wow! Up a step. Well, I shouldn't do this song too. Or maybe it's going to be done in a couple minutes. So why don't we hang out? Let's watch. Funny How Love Is the next song. And March of the Black Queen cut off before we got the last chord. The last chord, I guess, segues with the next song. Just direct modulations. All of a sudden it sounds sort of like a 60s like female group. You know? Wow. Funny how love is running wild in me. I love these lyrics. Love is coming home in time for tea. They have such a unique sound. You know, I've mentioned previous times on the channel, listening to somebody like Rush or Yes, when they have a real distinct sound, normally from a lead singer. I mean, classic Yes sounds like Yes because there's no mistaking John's vocals. And, you know, Queen without Freddie, it really is amazing the renaissance they've had with Adam Lambert. I actually really like Adam Lambert. I think he's a dynamite stage presence and unbelievable singer. Like many of us, I first heard of him and saw him on American Idol and thought he was a superstar. So I love that Queen has sort of come back to a new generation. Seems just sort of like an extended postlude for that original song. I don't think that the lyrics, that's what love is. I don't think the lyrics make a whole lot of sense, one way or another. Well, bonus, we got both of those of those songs. I was looking through the lyrics of this, like I do with most of these songs before I did this video, and I really couldn't get much out of the meaning of the lyrics. The only bit I could get, and these are my notes, I wonder if the song, one, I said, only Freddie knows what this song is really about, and sadly Freddie is no longer with us. And but I said, I wonder if the song is about a person whom the conventional world sees as promiscuous or immoral or in somehow othered. And I wonder if that's how Freddie was feeling. Maybe this is about a prostitute or somebody who just happens to be gay. Remember, this is the 70s, and you know, even until very recent times, the taboo that someone who maybe had grown up in a religious household, a fundamentalist household, if they were gay or their sexuality was not normal, that they could feel othered or in some way like blackened because they're not in favor with society sort of is wanting them to be. And I loved that one verse. Where did that verse go? where did it go? Where did it go? A voice from behind me reminds me, spread out your wings, you're an angel. Remember to deliver with the speed of light a little bit of love and joy. Everything you do bears a will and a why and a wherefore, a little bit of love and joy. And maybe that's him just reminding himself that I am beautifully made. I am myself. I need to be who I am. And if I am myself, I can be this ambassador of love and joy. Remember to spread out your wings. You are an angel too. I wonder if that's basically it. He's living in a fantastical world on this side of the album, and I'm just happy to be an observer and live in with it. I need to listen to that song like on a loop for the next like 30 minutes just to see if I can get all of what was going on in that song. Remarkable song. March of the Black Queen from their second album released in March of 1974. For me, a true precursor to what would become Bohemian Rhapsody. But even on the first listen to this, I think that this song is almost more masterfully constructed than Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody gets a little out there with its different sections. This one was a little bit more cohesive with its point of view, a little bit tighter and more tightly constructed, shall we say. But wow, what a fantastic tune and a legacy band, Queen. And I was sadly not familiar with that tune before today, but I'm thankful to all of you for suggesting it and helping aid me along my edumacation here as we get more familiar with some of these classic songs. Thanks for being with me on an impromptu edition of the Daily Doug on this rainy Saturday. I hope that you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.